Good evening, and thank you for joining us again here at Farm Find Trucks. We're back at the shop, and here we have, once again with us, the 1971 Ford F-250. I want to talk about a couple of things tonight, but first, as we normally do, we'll do a couple of shout-outs. Lobo, it is good to see you on the site. Tailwinds 1, thank you for being on Bring a Trailer. Jim Whitmer, thank you. Good to see you here as well. And last but not least, Dean in Minnesota. He had a question or two there. And Dean, it is good to see you as well. You'll see that John is not with me tonight. I'm here alone. John has the night off, but he will be back with us tomorrow. And the first thing I'd like to talk about, just for a moment, is the paint on the exterior of the truck. Now, as you know, we've mentioned a few times, this is the original finish. It has not been painted over from the factory or after the factory finish was put on. This is the original factory paint. So what you see is what you get here. There's imperfections, obviously, here and there, but nothing that seems to be very large. There's no rusted out places in it or anything like that. And you'll notice on your screen right now, you can see the picture of the truck, once again, out in the field when we first obtained it. And you can see what the paint looked like at that time. But now, back in the shop, it is shiny and nicer looking. And how did we get this shine back on the paint? Well, there's a product that we use, and it is a rubbing compound. It's a rather expensive rubbing compound, but it is a product that's made by Farisla, and we use a couple different compounds by them. So if you're looking for this particular product, it's spelled Fariscla. You can find it on Amazon. You can also find it in Puerto Rico if you look on like eBay, I believe, and it's a little cheaper down there. But anyway, you can find this, and it's a bit more expensive, but we found it works very nice for what we do. We use it on new paint. We also use it on paint like this that we want to get shined up, and it works quite well. Tonight I want to talk about the inside of the truck a little bit. I want to talk about the floor mats. I want to talk about the seat. I want to talk about something we found behind the seat when we first got the truck. Okay, looking inside the truck, as far as we know, this is the original rubber floor mat from when it was new. At least we did not replace it. It was absolutely caked with dirt and very dirty and filthy. But with several cleanup jobs, we got it to look quite presentable. Secondly was the seat. Unfortunately, the original seat was in good shape as far as the upholstery was concerned, but at the seams, the threads were falling apart and they were failing and allowing the seams to separate. So we felt it would be necessary to replace the upholstery itself. So we sourced out the upholstery to match as near as we could the factory upholstery that this truck came with, and we had this upholstery installed by an upholsterer that we have work for us when we need this kind of work done. But what did we find when we first tipped the seat back? And this is sort of neat. Sitting behind the seat was the original factory build sheet that this truck came with. Not in the best of shape, but it was there. And so we carefully had the upholsterer remove it. He put it into the plastic bag and then reinserted it behind the seat springs, much like it had been at the factory when they delivered the truck. So there you have it. The original build sheet still sitting behind the seat of this truck. That will be all for this evening, but thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night.